going on, everyone? I'm DeFi Sean. That is Mr. Pixels, and you were watching Infinaeon Friday. I had to think for a second what episode or what show we're on. Now we are live on LunarPump.fun underneath Lunar Pump Live. The Moon or Dust episodes will be playing underneath the Moon or Dust token page on Lunar Pump Live. And also, if you're interested in picking you up a bag of Moon or Dust, you can also do that via LunarPump.fun or Radium, your choice. But yeah, guys, this was a great week. First 3 episodes, thousands of views across the entire thing. Out of everything we've done in the space, from Infinion to Lunar Pump itself, I've never received the feedback that I'm receiving for Moon or Dust. Everyone is absolutely loving it. We'll be announcing today who's going to be Wednesday's episode, which is the prime time. So we will be able to start pushing that today. Last week we didn't start it till like Monday because it was the first week. We wanted to make sure we get everything right. But we will be announcing today what episode or what token. Sorry, I was reading messages. What token will be live on Wednesday? So yeah, Mr. P, how's it going? How do you feel?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good about it. I think it was a great week. I think it was good. We kind of did like a kind of a soft pilot week, as such, just to kind of test everything out. We obviously have, even just the platform itself also has been undergoing a lot of like renovations, bugs been found through this whole process, through the launch and everything. So like, I think all in all, and like I said, we haven't expended a whole pile of ammo either, like in the process here. So it's all working out smoothly. We've addressed a lot of issues. I think the show's been great. The results, the winners, they were all good, intense shows. Like each day, I thought were really good. And I think they were very entertaining, which is, what everybody really wants. At the end of the day, they want entertainment. And, I'm really happy with where the actual production value is right now. We're making some extra tweaks. We're always adjusting sound, the whales and all that stuff, and their offer practices and how they do that and weighting that. So the more shows we do, the better we're going to be able to fine tune that. But yeah, I mean, all in all, I think it's really good. Unfortunately, I was away for the first 2 shows, so I can't take the production credit from anyone. Adam was in the background doing the production on those 2, but I just got back yesterday. I had some time with the fam for the last week. I've been spending a lot of time trying to make up, for all the work we always do all the time. So it was unavoidable, but we had a great time. So good. Glad to be back at it. Glad it all went well, and things are looking really positive right now, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was great. Tuesday, I've kind of said it already, was definitely a heck of an episode. I was nervous the entire time because a couple hours prior, the database went down. I actually had some internet issues in the middle of it, so Adam had to completely transfer everything over, and then he was also taking on the producer role since Mr. Pixel wasn't there. So Tuesday was like, yeah, I didn't like Tuesday's episode. The whole episode, I was so nervous. I was waiting for the whole thing to crash. And then Wednesday rolled around, and I was able to have some fun. Felt good about it. We had everything officially transferred over. We had 1 episode under our belt. Wednesday, obviously, was, I mean, he did it perfectly. Same thing for Mr. Bitzel, too. Well-played games both weeks. And I know they both got pretty good prizes. Eddie obviously got 820 out of 1,000 potential top prize. Only Rose got 120 out of 250. And that's not easy.
Drew got 170 out of 250.
Yep. And
yeah, he did well in the first.
To get 820 is not going to be an easy task. We've run this demo and practiced this over and over. And I would say it easily averages less than 500 with, the pressure of continuing on and stuff like that. So to hit that number and to go as far as he did, I mean, hats off. He played it well. It's not an easy thing to do, when you have those offers in. And, I think this last offer was around 500 or whatever. So not to take that offer, I mean, was rough. Like he didn't take it. He moved on, and it paid off. Obviously could have went the other direction too, but yeah, the first week,
it was so close. It was great. Hey, we actually got some clips, so we can show some people some of these clips. Spoiler alert! Anybody that hasn't seen the episode.
You'll know what you're in for.
All right. That's Simon, you're just talking about the highlight of the week, the prime time edition, everyone, Wednesdays on 3 p.m. Eastern. Uh, and obviously, if you want to get in, be in with a chance of actually winning some stuff live during the show, be in the Lunar Pump chat. We'll talk a little more about that as we move on here. But yeah, this is the finalizing clip. We're going to be dropping these clips throughout the day. We actually just dropped one for Drew. And then we're going to be dropping this one soon, probably after the show. And then we'll drop the one for Mr. Bitzel, maybe a half hour, an hour after that again. So all the community, we need you pushing these clips out there, showing people what to do. And we're trying to send them back to the website, which is now live. Might as well bring that up here real quick. There it is. The Moon or Dust website is up. It's a minimum viable product right now. But if you go over there, you can see all the episodes are up. Sean has them segmented off on the YouTube channel now to a specific Moon or Dust collection category on there. And we're feeding a carousel in here on the main website. And then there's going to be links up top on how you can become a contestant. And up here. And then obviously you got all the socials and stuff up here on the left. That's for the Moon or Dust token itself. And then, you can select between the different episodes down here. We currently have the first 3 up. So yeah, let's have a quick look at the primetime edition, which is this one right here. You can go to the website right now, which is moon-or-dust.fun. And that's where you can get access to all this. And the new Telegram, I think, is up there too. As by popular demand, I believe, Sean, is that correct? There's a new chat Telegram for Moon or Dust now. Chaos chat.
Yep. If we haven't posted it, we'll be posting it today. Obviously, we initially wanted to be an announcement channel only, we have so much going on just to kind of keep that clutter down. But everyone is dying for an actual open Telegram chat. So Mike and Sharky have been working on the last day to get it up to par and get all the security set, filter set, and it's pretty much ready. I know all the mods and everything are already in there. And yeah, if we haven't started sharing it yet, we'll start sharing it, and everyone can join the conversation, have some fun. Token overall is doing extremely well. Hopefully, it's going to continue doing well. Again, this is something we're going to continue to push. I'm going to be putting out content pretty much daily for it. We're going to have at least 3 episodes a week going on with Moon or Dust. And yeah, let's go ahead and show people that haven't been here maybe what you guys are missing. You definitely want to start tuning in to watch these episodes because they get pretty intense.
Yep. All right, let's do it. Everybody, this is the people from @official Tenge Tenge, who are our first primetime edition contestants. And Sean did an awesome job hosting this week, everyone. Give him a round of applause. Oh, I think we got some. Here we go. All right. There we go. Shout out to you, Sean. You did a great job, brother. I know this is not like your comfortable wheelhouse, but you're doing good, man. You're doing good. And I can.
Yeah. I mean, everything's going to get better. The host, obviously, I've never hosted a game show. I mean, a YouTuber, I talk crypto projects, talk about the market, but yeah, I've never done anything like this. So I'll get better. The production, even as top notch as it is, will get better. And yeah, we'll continue to grow. I've actually been watching back to see what I can do better. Like I said, Tuesday's episode was definitely a wash. I was so nervous and uptight that that it was going to crash. I couldn't even concentrate. Yeah, I was waiting for it any second. And when my internet went down, I thought it crashed, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Oh, here
you got to be kidding
right?
me. But no, that was for whatever reason. We've been doing this for years. First time that's happened, I think I was gone for like 30 seconds, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But
yeah.
Let's go ahead and
go ahead. Let's do it. And I was going to say, it's true. Of course, I'm sure everyone will forgive you for. I mean, I thought it was fine. It felt more like kind of still a test game anyway. You know what I mean? But because at least, it was still Drew. He's our own community. So it was still kind of mostly our own community. And that's kind of why we wanted to do it that way too. But yeah, without further ado, I'm just building the tension and the hype here because this was a really good episode. I'd advise anybody you should go back.
Episode.
If you haven't seen this episode, spoiler alert, because this is like the finale of the episode. But you should go back and watch it. It was a really good episode. And I like the time frame too. I think they happen pretty quick. They're like not long, drawn out. I like the pacing, I feel like is good. But yeah, check this out.
Eddie, I know the audience is loving you right now. You were definitely pushing this thing to the max. Now, we have wallet 13 is your chosen wallet. We have wallet 18 and we have wallet 22 with 1,000, 50, and 15 in those wallets. Eddie, no pressure at all. Go ahead and pick that next wallet.
Wow. Take off 22.
Wallet 22, you're coming off the board. 50. All right. Rico is definitely shaking in his boots for this one. So definitely curious to see what kind of offer he's going to give you. He's calling in quick. Rico, give us that offer.
All right, Eddie. In this late phase with $1,000 big prizes just out of reach, seize the moment and lock in my offer of $820.
Oh my God!
Eddie, Rico is definitely nervous about this one, and a very solid offer, in my opinion, of $820. Now, keep in mind, you can play for $1,000, but if you get it wrong, you're walking away with just $15. So you do have 40 seconds. Are we gonna moon or are we gonna dust?
Moon.
Rico, our guy's gonna moon.
Boom, you cashed out with $820. Perfect timing for the 10-day,
Eddie
10-day future.
played this game
Soaring to the moon.
perfectly. Anyone watching this, definitely take notes. But yeah, Eddie, congratulations. You won $820 for you in Tenge. So congratulations. Love to see it. How you feeling?
I'm feeling very good. I'm just going to put it in Moon and that straight away.
Awesome.
Yep. I didn't do it in that clip, but I know the first episode in particular. So when the whale offer comes in, I can see it on my screen right before he announces it. In the first episode, I kept making facial expressions when I saw the offer. So I need to stop making facial expressions, which I didn't do. I didn't do it. Yeah, I didn't do it episode 2 and 3 because I caught myself. But yeah, I was making facial expressions when I would see the offers.
You got to work on that poker face. But dude, what a great clip to have, dude, and what a great win for the community for those guys over there for Tenge. They do, I mean, what they're doing seems really awesome. You know, getting devices for underprivileged, villages and stuff in Africa, and they got the internet, but he said that they don't have the devices to use the internet with, so that's one of their main aims. I think CZ from Binance, they got a pinned tweet up on their X account there as well. I think he's interacted with them too. He likes what they're doing. So it was a great start, I think. And I'm really delighted that in the first one that they hit such a big prize, because I did see a couple of people, and rightfully so, saying in the comments that, if they got robbed, people would be thinking, because it's crypto, it's rigged, and it's this and it's that, you know what I mean? But we can assure you it is 100% legit, as you will see from the other clips here, where the top wallet is holding 250. It is certainly not rigged. It is all worked. The math is all mathing. I'm sure at some point we might open source it so people can double check. But yes, it is. Of course, all the whales, we adjust the weighting of them based on their characteristics. So that all gets tweaked over time. We kind of, it's one of those things where you just got to do it and test it out and see what happens and just adjust the weights like that to get them. But obviously we're still leaning on the side of having a conservative, kind of more of a middle of the road, and then more of a kind of crazy degen guy. So it's been quite the process building this game, because it's not something we've actually done before, but building it out on the back end has been a lot of fun, and it got cranked out in a very short amount of time too. So how long did this take from idea to actual, or to conception to actually creating it and going live? I'd say 2 weeks we've been working on this thing.
2 to 3 weeks. Yep. From me just passing a comment jokingly to going live for the first episode, probably right around 2 weeks, maybe a little longer.
I'd say if you say probably in the last month we've cranked out getting the actual token launcher itself completely overhauled and adding those new live stream features and building out this game and setting it to market. So I mean, that's, in my opinion, that's a shitload to have covered, of ground to have covered in like such a short span of time. And like, but that's the beauty of being able to like utilize AI too and stuff like that, because you can get things from like, idea straight to like a working prototype pretty quickly, if you got the right peeps, and the right dedicated peeps to do it. So man, I'm really happy with how far we've come in just the last month alone, dude. And hey, guess what happened in the middle of it? We were rewarded. The Infinion wallet went live on the App Store, right? And that was something that was just such a pain in the ass for months. You can attest to that, Sean. But
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, again, the platform. So we've kind of paused is the wrong word, but we've taken a beat. The devs are working again just to make sure that all the backend stuff. There's been, of course, people finding stuff. The site was super active when we launched the Moon or Dust token. So just fixing a couple things that need to be fixed, whether it be on the back end or whether it be just like UI stuff or the look of stuff or numbers not reading right. So kind of taking a beat, getting all that fixed, and then we'll be moving on to continue to develop this thing out and really make this a top-notch token launcher. I mean, it's definitely in its infancy.
It totally is still in its infancy for sure. But shout out to Adam there too. He's backstage right now, but he monitors all the other launchers all the time, and anything that pops up, he's always looking for, all right, how can we get this? And he boilerplates it out, and then it gets added in the background. So like, shout out to him for kind of getting it to where it is as far as the UI and stuff goes. But just keeping our finger on the pulse like that is something that we absolutely have to do here. Like if we want to, maybe that 1%, 2% market share we need is something we're going to have to slowly chip away at, I feel. It's something that could absolutely happen like in an instant with an awesome feature that might just bring it. But maybe sometimes you add a feature, brings a certain percentage of that percentage you're after, and then you add a new feature, right? But if you're at least keeping up with the Joneses, you have a better chance of chipping away a little bit here or there, point something percent. This week with this feature we added a new feature, we got another 0.3% of that market share we're after. Eventually, you'll be hoping you're going to get to that 1% and on and on. And it's the hardest, like we always say, it's the hardest to get from the 0 to the 1. It gets easier after that. And again, Moon or Dust, another like creation here as to be used as a marketing tool to bring people to the platform. And again, we got all the docs done now as well, and that's been updated. As we said, found a couple of issues due to that. So like that's kind of, it's all constantly being upgraded, and we're just prioritizing things as we go here. But I'm thinking this coming week is going to be quite the week. Once we announce, who we've got coming up, we're just locking in, I think, one more for the micro cap, I believe, Sean. We need to lock in, and that's what I'm going to show you here now as well. So we just got this tweet out. I would ask that anybody that's watching, please go to the Moon or Dust X profile. Obviously, this is the live show that you're looking at right now, but below that in the timeline is the tweet we just put out congratulating Drew and his win, and I'll show you this clip here in a moment too. But we'll be putting this out every Friday, right? We're going to have 3 clips from the 3 shows, and we're going to post them out, and we need the community to like rally behind these and push them everywhere. They're going to be the high intensity final clips, whether it's going to be, a victory or the Moon or the Dust, right? But we'll be posting them, and our goal is to like spread the message through the little short clip each week. For each one. So the first one I've gone out, the clip that you just watched of Tengue, that will be the next one to go out. I'm prepping that here at the moment. And this is the one of Drew, which was the first audience edition. And like I said, I'll show that clip here in a second, but I wanted to show this part in particular, which is going to show what the new audience edition is going to be like. And please give your feedback in the comments too, or in the Telegram or wherever. But the idea is, if you want to be a contestant, so we're going to do 3 shorter shows, right? So they would have maybe 12 wallets, and the top wallet in each will hold $100 worth of Solana. And then we'll do 3 of those contestants per audience show. And the idea is, the goal, if you want to be on the show, you got to be in the chat when it starts. Type in Moon or Dust and then be active in the chat, and you could be randomly picked that way. So the idea is we want to drive people to that platform. We don't want to have a prerequisite because it's harder to get in, but at least if you say, hey, just show up on the show and be in the chat, we're looking at hitting big numbers, because obviously you get big numbers like that, people feel like they're in with a chance. You'll have them setting reminders, we get the big viewership, and then that opens up advertising revenue at that point, where we can do our audience participation rounds, where if we're getting that viewership, that's worth some money to come into the project and keep the lights on, keep the show on the road, all that kind of stuff, right? So that's kind of the idea, and that's why we want it. We want the chat flooded with viewers early on, in the hope that they will get picked and they'll be able to play live from the chat. Again, we're going to be showing, they'll have the option, they can come in or they can just play direct from the chat, because obviously the feature that we have built into Lunar Pump, if you're on there, of course, is the being able to highlight a participant, and anything they say appears on the screen, so even people that are viewing, not watching the chat, they can still follow along and see what the person is saying. So that's a big feature that we want to promote and push here. So we're kind of killing two birds with the one stone. We're going to do the audience participation, you can do it live from chat, and we're going to do 3 of them, spread the word, and hopefully get that heavy viewership and get the ad revenue pumping on that end too. So yeah, give me your thoughts on that anyway in the comments, anybody that is watching wherever you're at, on X or YouTube, or on Lunar Pump, preferably if you go to Lunar Pump. But this is the idea here. So you set up a profile on lunarpump.fun. Again, you would go there, just connect your wallet, and then go to your profile, set it up, add your PFP, make sure it's a complete profile. Then you go, when the show starts, type in the words Moonerdust live in the chat at 3 p.m. Eastern every Tuesday. That's noon PST, same time this show today just started. And that's pretty much it, right? And if you want additional bonus points, because we'll be keeping an eye for people that do engage heavily too. If you're holding a bag of Moonerdust, of course, which just launched Wednesday, just before the Wednesday edition, if you're engaging with our social media content, or you're sharing our show with friends, family, whoever, and again, just reiterating there, each audience edition is 3 live contestants per show that participate for a top prize of $100 each, and it would only be 12 wallets, so it'll be shorter, quicker shows, but still it gives more people the opportunity to win. So that's kind of the play here when it comes to the audience edition. And let's see now, this audience, the first audience edition we just did, as we said, was kind of a soft launch. It was more of a pilot test run. So we did a full 26 case with Drew. Top wallet was 250. So if you're curious as to why this says 175 up here and he got over 100, that's why. But moving forward, it will be this format down here of 3 live. Okay, so that's why we're prompting people to do that. Please get out there, share this around. We want as many people flooding the chat this coming Tuesday. We'll obviously push this again, and we'll explain to people on this coming Moon Monday after the weekend. But we definitely want as many people possible posting this around. We want as many people coming in to try and get on the show. When, again, like I said, you don't even have to come in live for this edition. You can do it live from the chat if you get selected. So the option is yours. But yeah, let's check out Drew's clip from this, so you guys can get another kind of feel of what it's like. This is the first audience edition. Again, the format's going to be slightly different, but yeah, check it out. Congrats, Drew.
So we're going to pick one wallet, 21 or 24. Drew, what's it going to be?
$24.
Wallet 24. Take it off the board. Ooh, Drew. The DJ mentality is definitely paying off. I'm very curious to see what Dominic is going to offer right here. Dominic, let's hear it.
Listen, player. On this wild ride to the big prizes, locking in $175 is your shot to secure victory.
Drew, Dominic, I think he's cutting his losses and making you an extremely competitive offer of $175. You can play for a chance at $25 more to hit that $200 wallet, or if you do miss that, you will only win $35. Drew, I think I know the answer to this, but you do have 38 seconds to think it through. Are we going to move or are we going to dust?
Yeah. On one of the practice runs, I took a chance and decided it didn't really work out. Sorry.
10 seconds. 10 seconds, Drew.
I'm going to go ahead and moon that offer.
Dominic, Drew is going to moon it.
Heck yeah, you locked in that deal like a pro. Enjoy that win.
Your chosen wallet, Drew, was $35. So had you not switched, you would have walked away with $35. $250 max prize. You're walking away with $175. Very, very solid first game. Congrats, Drew. How you feeling, my guy?
I'm actually feeling pretty good.
Hell yeah, that was a good play.
Oh man, it was so nerve-wracking, intense. I freaking love it.
Yeah, congrats, Drew. Again, everyone played a hell of a game this week.
They really did. And you know what I loved? We got all three whales. First, Drew got Dominic, Tenge Eddie got Rico, and poor Mr. Bitzel got Magnus.
Yeah, he got the short end of the stick, but it's gonna happen sometimes.
Yeah. But it's great. Yeah, again, please, everybody, that clip you just watched, that's it there, live on the X account. We'll be posting the Tenge one soon. We want everybody pushing and promoting these clips and driving people to the website, and then ultimately, to Lunar Pump, and so on. So, please get out there and support us and do this. This is how we do it. Pick up a bag of MOD yourself if you want. What's it at right now, Sean? The Mooner Dust token. It's a good time to get in anyway. Trust us, because
it's around 40,000 market cap.
Yeah, awesome. Either way, you're on the ground floor here. This is going to be a consistent show 3 times a week. Audience edition on Tuesday at noon PST, 3 Eastern. Same time every day. The prime time edition then, which is the $1,000 top prize, where we bring over a big higher market cap community, that is on every Wednesday, same time, 12 noon PST, 3 Eastern. And then we have the micro cap edition. I'll show you that clip here momentarily. Mr. Bitzel and Only Rolls, they come on, and that's on Thursdays at same time, noon PST and 3 Eastern.
Yeah, let me talk on this too real quick. As far as I've kind of mentioned in the intro, but viewership, great. All 3 episodes had over 200 people watching live. Each episode has gotten thousands of views when you count YouTube, when you count all the platforms that we're on. Thousands of views since then. So what I'm gonna do for potential ads, I'm gonna give the rough live viewers after a week. I'm gonna create a spreadsheet. I'm going to track it after a week so everyone knows what basically a full week of being out there looks like, along with live viewership. I saw as high as 65 people on Lunar Pump in one of the episodes, which is awesome. That's the whole point of it. So it's 200 plus viewers, but let's just say 200 out of 265 of them on Lunar Pump. Honestly, more than what I thought. I was not expecting 65 people on Lunar Pump the first week. Was not expecting that. So as far as the numbers go, super satisfied, actually more than satisfied. As far as the Lunar Pump goes, turnout, satisfied. The feedback, love it. Like I said, you even had people like Crypto Zeus, who I am really close to, but I typically don't ask for favors. He was instantly, without me even asking, I'm going to get in. He bought his own bag. He's been retweeting and tweeting about it and all that good stuff. Of course, Crypto Atlas and all that's in.
Boys.
And we're gonna continue to go from here. And make this the biggest event of crypto. Like I said, I'm gonna get better. The production is gonna get better. X, great turnout. Again, never had as good of a response to this ever. usually, you know, when you do something new, you share it with people and everyone just ignores you. No one, like, we're at a point almost in the space that no one cares about anything. No one thinks anything is going to do anything. But this is definitely resonating with people, which, like I said, breath of fresh air to do something that is actually getting people's attention, and more importantly, getting people over to Lunar Pump and over to Infinion and just growing the whole ecosystem.
Yeah, and you know, dude, like we've kind of been saying this whole, like, especially the Moon or Dust side of things, dude, it's fun. Like, it's fun again. Like you're saying, you know, doing AMAs and stuff, dude, it can get so fucking boring and like monotonous, and just like you just hear the same fucking thing every time. Whereas something like this, it's a great way. And of course, like, utilizing the features where people in the audience are getting rewarded, they can like tip the streamer, just showing what the platform is going to be capable of. People coming over, we're doing a kind of AMA, but you can win money. It's like, I'm not aware of it being done anywhere else to this level, at least. Anyway, I mean, shit, we just built an entire an entire game show like in the last couple of weeks. So, you know, I think we have to do it fast because we want to try and get that market share. You know, the quicker we can do it, the faster we can get out there, the better chance we have, so the competition doesn't catch up or whatever. So that's why we're kind of pushing so hard for this. But man, it's like I said, it's just a bit of fun. It's bringing fun back to it, and just allowing people to have a laugh. Bring your community over. I mean, it doesn't cost anybody anything, right? You can come on the show with your community. Again, if you go to the website there, there's a portal on there where you can, if you want to be a contestant, there's a form that you can fill out, put in your details as a community or as a microcap, whichever, to be on whichever of the shows it's going to be that you're applying for. Obviously, if you want to just be on the audience edition, you just got to show up as we showed here in this post right here. Oh, sorry, but there it is. Yeah, in this post, you just got to show up on the day, every Tuesday, noon PST, 3 Eastern. Just show up live in the chat. Go over there right now and set up your account. It's no harm. I would advise setting up, just get a new wallet, brand new one, call it your Lunar Pump wallet, go to lunarpump.fun, create your profile, and you're ready to rock. Be in the chat. The Moon or Dust should be right there live, I would say, when it pops up. On the homepage, you'll see the crossover on the left side when it's live. So yeah, you know, just get on over. It's a lot of fun. And if you know communities that you think would be like to get involved in this, obviously the Wednesday shows, the prime time, we're looking for, you know, high market cap communities, bigger communities, active communities. That's the goal of that episode. Then the micro cap on the Thursday and the audience on Tuesday. So if you know people, please spread the word. You know, people that would love to get involved in something like this. You know, obviously charity tokens are big ones that would like to get involved in things like this. So anybody and everybody, just let them know. Like I said, it doesn't cost anything.
I mean, now it's getting shared around. It's going to get even easier to get bigger and bigger projects, because at first people hear the concept, and again, people ignore everything in this space. We have a week's worth of episodes. We're putting out more and more content. It's going to start getting harder and harder to ignore as we continue to put out the content. So yeah, loving what we're seeing. I know we had at least one person pop up in there, I think Wednesday, from Pump That Fun, saying, you know, they're tired of hanging out over there, and they popped in here. So that's our whole goal, is to start chipping away. Yeah, we've had some other people like that pop in, and yeah, we just keep growing. This is the best avenue that we could possibly come up with. Thank God it's working as planned. Love to see that. But yeah, first week results, I'm super excited for it. Yeah, like I said, I can't stress how happy and pleased I am with the first week results. It's awesome, and it's just gonna, I think, gonna get bigger from here. The X is growing fast. We're already almost in the original channel. We were almost at 200 Telegram people. I'm sure the other channel is going to fill up fast. I think, what are we at? X is already at 173. I mean, it seems like we have 10 or 20 more followers every time I look at it. So yeah, we got to keep that going. And yeah, guys, this is going to grow, and by extension, Lunar Pump's going to grow, and by extension, Infineon's going to grow.
Yeah, it's a lovely little ecosystem we got here. We got fingers and lots of pies. We're in a great position for the future that we all know is coming in the crypto world. The cycles as we know them, we all believe are over. So it's time to position yourself. So, you know, we're trying to make sure we do that in as many areas as possible. But yeah, man, the shows this week, for the first week, I agree. I couldn't be happier. Anybody in the comments, please let us know your sentiments too, and please get on over. And what's this guy saying here? Do your research on the arena that's built on AVAX chain. Might get some ideas that help Lunar Pump. Yes, I am actually familiar with the arena, and I know people go over there and they do live stream, and they also tip over there as well. So they're not a token launcher per se, but I am familiar with it. I haven't done a ton of research on it, but I do know what it is. But yeah, it looked like an awesome piece of software, no doubt. I did like it. But thank you for that, Fields. Appreciate you. But yeah, so I mean, and that's good too. Like, we want to see that. We want to see things that people like in these other softwares too. It's no different, right? If it's live streaming, we want to look at all the live streaming, right? Just because we're a token launcher per se doesn't mean, like, live streaming is a big angle we're trying to play right now. So, it's imperative that we do that. That's why I couldn't believe going into like these other chats, like the YouTube chat right now, that there's no way to like interact more with the audience, as far as like even just highlighting or even the tipping. Or I know they have the tipping here and stuff, but massive fees involved. I even see some influencers on here saying like, don't tip me here, go to like buy me a coffee instead. And because they don't take 50 or 60% of the tip for themselves. But
let's
what we
see.
got here?
Yeah, so we probably will. So what we're doing with these clips that Mr. P just put out on X, I mean, think that's how most things like this get attention. So you're right, whether it be Instagram, TikTok, X, like how many podcasts have you found just randomly? Like, not many people go to like the Apple podcast and just search. They see a clip on like TikTok or Instagram or wherever they watch their shorts at, and then that usually is what leads them to the actual show. So yeah, that's why we're putting out clips, and we'll more than likely have that out sooner than later. I mean, obviously we have the Infinion TikTok that we can utilize.
Yeah, and I'm gonna format those as well too for
I was about to say it's gonna have to be changed because it's not vertical.
I'll format these, especially when someone is winning a Lambo. Yes, and I know.
Yes,
all right.
Let's get that day here ASAP. Like, I'm waiting for that day. Now, the logistics of that, how that works, would have to definitely be talked to my lawyer about. Obviously, if I pulled out money to buy a Lamborghini, that would have to get taxed. Like, see what gifting that is. I mean, we'll figure it out if we get to that point, but we will 100% do it. So yeah, we just have to figure out the logistics of it.
That's the ultimate crypto marketing right there, bro. There's a Lambo on the top wallet. If you can get there.
Yep. That would be wild.
It'd be so wild, dude. Like that, you wouldn't even have to market after that. Like, at that point, people like would just be showing up. But fuck, it'd be fun.
Again,
right.
in getting people over to the Lunar Pump platform, I mean, that stuff is actually, it's actually legitimate. Just think about what Pump Fund has made almost $1 billion in revenue in one calendar year. Like, that's insane. What these token launches generate, the amount of volume that people are pumping through these token launches. We just have to get the eyes on us. I mean, they've literally made hundreds of millions of dollars in fees. So it's insane.
Yeah, and that's again
by
helicopter. Yeah. And that's the thing too, right? Like with the ecosystem we got going on here, like and introducing the whole tip thing as well. That's another revenue stream. We ain't like I think we're only doing like 20%. On the tips for us, so like bringing that in, all the launch, like just the whole ecosystem really, like and adding these extra revenue streams and stuff that we have lined up and we're constantly lining up. It's going to be, like I said, that's why even the smallest percentage of market share that we need like will go such a long way, because everything we do like goes back in to the ecosystem, back into the project, back into development, back into like just bring in more and more people. And obviously we have our entire we still have our full X ads marketing budget sitting there close to 5k right now, if we haven't hit it already, ready to go with the ads. One of the ads you'll see at the end here, for specifically for live streaming. But We're going to get ready to rock those out as soon as we're happy with exactly, you know, where the Moon or Dust is at, and exactly where the platform itself is at. We're still tweaking things, as I said at the start of the show. You know, this last pilot week, yeah, like we've been testing basically two softwares at the same time. We've been testing the Moon or Dust. I mean, shit, we've been testing StreamYard too, because I've had some bugs on this motherfucker too for a while. But we're also testing Lunar Pump, the token launcher itself, and the live streaming capabilities within that. So, you know, it's a lot, dude. I mean, you talk to developers and teams and crews, like we're testing like 2, 3, 4 things here in the same week at the same time, and trying to get them all fixed and ready. And, you know, that's why I appreciate people out there having patience, and shout out to the community too. I know it's tough sometimes, guys. Yeah. And it's a pain in the ass, and trust me, we feel it too. You know, we want nothing more than things just to, you know, alleviate some of the pressure. But like, that's what this game is, dude. It's a pressure game until it's not, you know? So like, appreciate you guys hanging in there, getting behind this, getting behind the token and pushing it out there as much as possible. You know, we can all, you know, definitely agree that like Moon or Dust is going to be here to stay, right? I mean, it's done, it's there, it's going to only improve. And it's the best marketing you can do, because you're targeting the exact people that we're trying to bring to the platform. You know, as Sean kind of laid out a few times, these are the exact people who bring on these big communities for the primetime episodes, even the micro caps. You know, you develop a reputation for that, good AMAs, you get good viewership, they get good exposure. You know, you're ticking the boxes for everybody in the Web3 space at that point, in the meme space. So, you know, appreciate all of you guys out there pushing it. Please continue joining up, getting in there, pushing that, pushing Lunar Pump, pushing Infinion, whatever it is, any and all. It all brings it back to our doorstep here, where we're trying to, you know, and the thing is, like, you know, we're not just doing this. This isn't like people doing this for money. So, like, because I see we were laughing about this yesterday. It was a guy was talking about one of the launches. We had a bug on one of the launches. Maybe Sean can address this in a moment, but you know, the difference that, you know, he was trying to claim something was stole from the launch, and I think it was like a couple of grand, right? Not major. Nothing was stolen. But Sean can talk more about this in a minute. But you know, to think that we would go to all of this trouble and do like build all of this stuff, like to rip someone off for 2 grand and just like ruin the entire thing is like absurd, right? But it was obviously, as there was a slight glitch, it was to do with some number variations basically on the market cap after the fact. But you know, that's absurd. We put so much work into this. It's been, and it's going to continue. So, you know, that's never going to be a case. And we're always, like Sean says, always transparent. Anybody got an issue, anybody feels something's wrong, you let us know. You can always verify all this by wallets. That's the beauty of the blockchain. So nothing like, we're willing to do that. We're willing to put our you know, hang our hats on it. But yeah, Sean, maybe you can address that. I know people were saying we did have a few issues, but you know,
yeah, I mean, Matt would probably be even better. But yeah, I mean, we've sunk in 6 figures into these platforms. And yeah, what initially was referring to too was the botting fee. So botting fees are charged by every platform, just like Pump Fund, just like Les Bonk. And there was a discrepancy with the amount of tokens. I think more tokens went into the LP. Again, Matt would be even better to explain it than we're supposed to. I think he's going to be burning some or something like that to try to even it out. But yes, there was a small discrepancy, and obviously it's going to get corrected. Like I said, we're doing this in real time. We always build together. We don't have the millions and millions of dollars to have it running perfectly when we first launch everything. So we rely on you guys to help us test it. That's why we're literally in the background taking notes on everything everyone finds, getting over to the developer so we can continue to fix anything and everything that needs to be fixed with the platform. And yeah, I mean, what is it, like 1%? You're looking at like 20 to 40,000 a day. Just kind of goes to show you what kind of money Pump Fund makes. And yeah, that would all be put back into the ecosystem. And again, guys, I mean, there's over 120 viewers just on Infinaeon Friday. If you're new to us, if you're looking for a team that actually delivers, and it doesn't just say we're working in the background, we go live at this point 5 days a week. We play Moon or Dust, 3 of them. You're watching Infinion on Friday. We do Moon Mondays every Monday. And yeah, join up for the fun. We're constantly evolving, because just sitting there saying, "Hey guys, buy Infinion," that again, that was never going to get us anywhere. It's not how the space is at this point. So we continue to build, evolve, do different things to get eyes on us and bring people in. So yeah, I know in 2021, 2022, people would have dreamed to be in a project like this where we're actually delivering on everything. We always do what we say we're going to do. We're always front and center. I mean, we literally build it along with you guys. We did all of our practicing of Lunar Dust with you guys instead of just doing it behind the scenes like everyone else does behind the scenes, quotation marks. We were like doing it. We did it like 10 episodes, just us having fun, playing around with it. Even those episodes were getting like 150 viewers. Everyone was having fun with it. And why not? If you're actually building it, why build it in the background? Let's have fun with it. Let's get everything delivered.
Yeah, we can go back now and check.
Dust.
We can go back now and check the software, like the very early days of the software, because we did like some live streams with all the fuck ups and this and that. Like there was
the
fuck up days, but it was fun, dude.
Super clunky the first episode. That's why I kept prefacing that this is just beta. We are testing it. This isn't for real. This isn't live. Because I didn't want some random person getting on and be like, "Oh, what are they building here? It doesn't even work or whatever." But that's why I kept saying throughout the episode that we were testing it and just having fun with it. The whales, they're working perfectly. Magnus, I mean, is a complete asshole. Last offer, he basically made him play for it by offering him less, which I noticed Magnus tends to do that.
Yeah,
Rico and what's his name doesn't do it, and Dominic doesn't do it. But Magnus, he forces your hand a lot. He does not want to give up that money.
Yeah, he's a tight ass dude, big time. Absurd, sir, absurd. You got it.
I like this one. I mean, I don't know about this. Amazon does a lot of delivering, but appreciate that.
And and the thing is too, man, it's better to do it with the community anyway, dude, because you're gonna have more fun. I know if I'm watching something, I mean, shit, you got people that'll sit down and watch other people just play video games without playing the game themselves. They'd rather do that. So like a lot of the time, it's good to bring people on that journey. And plus, it was kind of a new journey for us too. We've never built a game show before. You've never hosted a game show before. So like, you got to take risks like this. You got to be willing to kind of look foolish sometimes. You got to be willing to just take the risks, right? Because, it's uncharted territory. And it's also the crypto space, which is kind of niche as it is and volatile as fuck. So, a lot of the time you are flying by the seat of your pants. Like when you have like very gray area regulations and this and that, and you're kind of just on a wing and a prayer, and hopefully you got this community behind you. So the more involved you can make them and the more you can show, sometimes to our own detriment, it brings on FUD, but it's real, it's honest, it's genuine. It's not, no one's trying to sugarcoat anything. People are being honest about where it is. Sometimes we have wins, sometimes we have losses, but that's crypto. That's the roller.
A lot of losses.
Yeah, always more losses than wins. That is for sure the reality. But that is the nature of the space, volatile as it is right now. So like we just got to ride the wave, take the ups with the downs, hang in there, keep the conviction that we said we had. And, continue to innovate, because that's the way, when trends come and go, you got to try and jump on them. And like I said earlier on, we got to chip away at that market share. It might just be, a fraction of a percent here, a fraction of a percent there due to features that we add or we drop or whatever it is, right? Or marketing efforts. But slowly over time, we just need to get from that 0 to that 1. And then after that, it's going to get a lot easier. So again, Lunar Dust is going to be our ticket to ride here to bring people over. It's the marketing tool to bring people to the software and ultimately start benefiting the entire ecosystem. All you guys out there that have been hanging in there, they've been investing all along and have been promoting and pushing along here with us, we're the same. Like I said before, I started out as a community member and I just got a bag and started working as hard as I possibly could, putting whatever skills I had to use as much as I could. And here we are. The rest is history, and I'm hoping now. I'm very, very positive that the trajectory we're on right now is going to be massively beneficial for us. I think we're tipping on a new meta here that we could really start to instigate. And when we start to add these features to the platform itself and giving people the game, we might have a game show feature, game show button where you'll hit, and this will allow you once you're connected to Lunar Pump to like utilize shows such as this. Not this show, but we do have one lined up, and a spinny wheel that we're gonna add as well, that you can lock and load with crypto that will pull from the chat and disperse when the winner is picked. That's going to be one of our first features to roll out in the game features section. And then we got another game that we're looking at that any streamer will be able to use and interact with their audience in real time in the chat. So yeah, all these things, all these innovations, and being able to jump on them, get them out there, I'm hoping will get us to the market share we're looking for in the token launcher space. Look at the top 5-6 token launchers, come back and look at lunarpump.fun and, make an assessment, see what you think, and we're constantly tweaking and upgrading as well. So,
and if Mod or Infinion hit 10 million, hat comes off, see what's going to happen. For some reason, everyone's curious. Like I said, when I first started this like 3 years ago, this has been my look the entire time. Again, I wanted it to be just a mainstay of what I'm doing. Also, so yeah, we'll put up a wager, see what's going to happen. But either one hits. Also, Sentinel's asking about the mod token. I believe he's a newcomer in the chat. Welcome. Let's kind of talk about it. Again. Everything we do here, to a certain extent, or to a major extent, I should say, is community driven. The token was launched on the Lunar Pump token launcher. It took about 20 hours to bond, so it is bonded. No gifted tokens. Everything and any token that everyone has, including us, were bought within the bonding curve. Just like, do I have red hair? Was bought in the bonding curve like us. This is obviously, it's like a meme token, but with constant exposure. So you're watching Infinaeon Friday right now, it'll be talked about. Moon Monday, it'll be talked about. Obviously, we have a walking, talking billboard for the mod token every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday when we're playing Moon or Dust. And yeah, we're just going to continue to grow it. We did all of our typical stuff. We got Dex Trainer and Dex tools. We need for CoinGecko and all that. The LP isn't there yet. There's certain LP requirements and different things that you need to do that. But yeah, the token will grow hopefully as the show grows. And again, I don't see why people wouldn't want to get involved. People throw in stuff to, and because we didn't do a pre-sale and all that for this one, I'll talk much more openly about this one in the chart than I do in Infinion. Obviously, legality-wise, I've always told not to talk about Infinion to a certain extent when it comes to the chart. But with Moon or Dust, a little bit different. But yeah, people throwing their money to so many stupid things in this space. But this is actually something real, something that you can see and feel. And in my mind, it's a no-brainer. We want this to be the new meta. Like, that's what we're pushing for, like crypto game shows and different things like that. We want shows to pop up to, we are the OG of this new meta and getting these game shows out there. On the lunarpump.fun platform, we're actually going to be integrating predetermined games that you can play. So if you want to get on there and stream, maybe you don't know what to do when you stream. So we'll set up games for you that you can play with you and your audience. So yeah, anyone from Infinion, we have over 140 people listening right now. Any of the Infinion community or Lunar Dust community that want to hop on in and play, tip each other back and forth, play for prizes, they'll be able to do that just by the click of a button. So that's going to be another unique thing I think that our platform is going to offer that no other platform offers. And yeah, we'll just keep going from there.
Yeah, and a great turnout again today. Again, big shout out to everybody that's watching. A shout out to everybody that's over in the Lunar Pump chat right now. You can see it here live on screen. This is the Lunar Pump Fun live streaming section, the token page itself. There's a live stream right there. I don't have it playing right now, obviously, because it interferes with audio and stuff, but it is live. You can watch it right there. 16 viewers. Looks like we were already tipped 1.32 Sol. Thanks, guys. That's so amazing. You guys are awesome.
Yep. Yeah, and I know Infinion Ant's playing, but yeah, when KOS, obviously we already have myself putting out content, Joe's putting out content, Atlas is putting out content, Crypto Zeus is putting out content. I did scoop up some supply. I don't want to just give it away to anyone though. We need to be very strategic. With the market downturn, I didn't reach out to anyone that I wanted to reach out to because I don't want people dumping the chart right now. We're so new and fresh. But we do have the war chest built up. I've always been in touch with Mario and the Falls team. Maybe I didn't feel like Infinion just in and of itself was necessarily the right time to go with him. But maybe with Moon or Dust, maybe we check out Mario and the Fall. I'd love to hear people's opinions on what they think about him. and if his platform can help us get Lunar Dust out there, which I think it can.
Big audience.
So yeah, he's an option. So yeah, there's multiple different options that we do have. Again, we just want people with the biggest platform with an actual audience. Because when I tell you there's 250 people watching Lunar Dust, that's organic, and that's a really good viewership. Don't be fooled by all these spaces and stuff you get on, and there's 2,079 viewers. 2,000 of them are bots. Like it's just how the space works. So the fact that we've already got this good organic viewership is awesome. And again, we want to make sure anyone that we give anything to, that they also have that good organic viewership, because we do want that return. So yeah, we have everything we need to kind of push this everywhere.
Yeah, and again, here it is live right now. LunarPump.fun. You can get on over there. You can see obviously down the bottom. You can tip the streamer right here if you like, and the streamer can also reward the participants. All the wallets are connected. It's a great little feature. It allows you to reward people instantly in real time, and it's this is where your token is live. This is the token here right now. This is where it bonded from the platform and stayed on the platform, and all the details are there. It's looking beautiful. Looks great. Buying, selling. We got all the great features over there as well that people are used to, people are accustomed to, they're comfortable with. And of course, this is how you participate from in here. And you just go up here and you set up your account, see your profile. And once you connect your wallet, again, I would encourage people just have, set up a fresh wallet for Lunar Dust, for Lunar Pump, whatever you want. You just go in here and you can just edit it. You can now drag or drop your profile picture on there, which we didn't have initially, but now you can. Set up your name, put in a few words about yourself, save the changes, and then you're back over into the chat. Let's go home here first so I can show you guys how to get here from home.
Yep. Also, well, hold on. I want you to go somewhere else whenever you're done. But yeah, keep. Well, actually, since you're doing that, let's go over to the Lunar Dust page too. I want to see something.
Yeah, we'll do. And this is where we are live right here now. So anybody that's just watching for the first time, here's the launcher. These are all the tokens that are closest to bonding right now. These are all the tokens that are live down along. A couple of new ones in here. Actually, I like it. The Tard. There's Lunar Dust right there. And these are all the live streams that are currently ongoing. You can see on the left. And then this is our King of the Galaxy right here. So this actually happens in real time. Should someone get higher than Only Rose right now, shout out to you guys, and I'll show you the clip of Only Rose.
I'm about to say, click on Only Rose, and by God, go pick you up some Only Rose. C-Lady and her team, they've been longtime community members, knowing them for years. They do a really good job. Let's get Only Rose bonded and see what she's going to do. Really cool idea, really cool concept, super active Telegram. Highly recommend getting on over there. They did take advantage of our ICO option, which kind of got that floor nice and level. And then also, what is it? Let me see. Go up a little bit. Never mind. Go down a little bit. So, all right, so this was something I was a little confused about too. I had to actually talk to the dev. So you see where it says 31,000 to graduate? That's not $31,000. That's 31,000 worth of market cap to graduate. So keep that in mind. It does not need 31,000 in dollar value to graduate. It needs 31,000 in market cap.
Yes.
So at first I even read that wrong. So we might have to because I'm not the only person. There were multiple, I know other people that read it like me, thinking that there was $31,000 that needed to go in there. So maybe we reword that. So just wanted to clarify that with everyone. Only Rose is a lot closer to bonding than $31,000.
Right.
Yes, it's not my token. I'm not associated with it per se. So go over there, get your bag of Only Rose.
But yeah, and speaking on that, Only Rose, our final clip of the evening. They were our micro cap this week, just gone, and this will be the final clip that we'll drop today also. But this is a shout out to Mr. Bitzel. He helped us a lot to testing. Big time. This was his clip from doing the micro cap edition, which is every Thursday now. And you can sign up through the portal on the website, moon-or-dust.fun. You head on over there, and I'll pull up the Moon or Dust here in a moment. Let's watch the clip first, and then we'll do that.
So we have 3 wallets. One of them's your chosen wallet, so only 2 can be picked. Wallet 19 or wallet 20. They are holding 120, 70, and 25. So out of 19 and wallet 20, which one are we picking?
I've got to get that 25 right now. Well, actually, I don't, but because I still think I'd get a good offer with the 120 still out there. I just cannot hit the 120. So, and with 20 in the, you know what? I'm going for number 20. Wallet number 20.
Wallet 20. Let's see what is behind it. 70. Took out the middle guy. All right, now the pressure's really amping up. Who knows? Magnus might force your hand and make you play it through, but only Magnus can give us that info. Magnus, what do you got for us?
My friend, consider security and legacy over chasing illusions. My offer is $18.
Magnus is being Magnus. He does this. This is why we don't like him. He's forcing you to play it. He's offering you 18, but you still have 25 or 120 on the board. So, Mr. Bitzel, you are, in fact, going to be given the opportunity to, I'm sure, dust this and walk away with 120 or 25. But again, need to hear from you with $18 on the board. Are we going to moon or dust?
We're going to dust that offer.
All right, Magnus, we're dusting it.
You chose risk over a sure thing. Careful now, only Rose may not save you later.
All right, Mr. Bitzel, we're down to 2 wallets. Your chosen wallet of 8 and wallet 19. We have 120 in one wallet. We have 25 in another. Magnus, while he is a hard ass, he does and still is fair. So he's going to give you an opportunity to take your chosen 8 wallet and sub it out for 19. So are we going to keep 8? And is that what 120's in? Or are we going to switch it out for wallet 19? Let's go ahead and make that choice.
You know, C Lady, I spoke with her a couple times in the last couple of days, and she told me it was totally my choice what I wanted to do when we played. But at the same time, she wanted to go with wallet number 8, and I'm going to stay with what C Lady wanted to go with, and we're going to choose wallet number 8 and keep our wallet.
All right, Mr. Bitzel is respecting the developer's choice. So, wallet 8. Are we going to moon with 120 or dust with 25? Let's find out. Wallet 8 is in fact 120. So in this context, you are in fact mooning. Congratulations, Mr. Bissell. Also, C Lady for picking 8. You are walking away with a solid 120. So another banger, guys. Definitely a good one. Mr. Bissell, how you feeling? Walking away with 120 with the top prize of 250.
Hey, you know what? I feel great about it. You know, we could have lost all the top prizes and been stuck with $11 at the end. But to walk away with 120, that makes me feel really, really great about it.
Congrats, Mr. Bitzel. Congrats, Only Rose. Shout out to you guys. Great job. Great job to all the contestants this week, all the communities that got involved. It was a beast. It was really good.
Nice, intense, good episodes. Yeah, I mean, again, actually, honestly, couldn't have asked for 3 better episodes to kick things off.
I know. And we got, like I said, we got the 3 whales and each different one, which was great. And
who's going to get that tripod? That's what we're going to see next. Hopefully next week. Odds are we will land on a tripod at some point next week, especially if we play 3 games in the audience participation. That's a total of 5 games next week. So
right. So let's go and check out Moon or Dust. Sean, you said you wanted to check it out. Here it is. I think we actually have some people in the audience over here too. I'm not sure. Well, I was reading 10 on the screen. It's showing 0 here, but these might need a little updating. But you can see here, this is people that would have tipped. Yeah, there it is. These are the people that were rewarded at the end of the show yesterday, I believe. But yeah, so there is the token. Sean, did you want to say something about the token itself?
Well, sorry, I was reading the message. What are we talking about? The Moon or Dust token?
I'm on the Moon or Dust token here right now. I know you want.
I mean, I kind of addressed it all. Kind of what we're planning on doing. And yeah, guys, this was an awesome opportunity. Overall, everything looking really good on it. Also, that's what I wanted to say. Even though we're bonded, you can still buy and sell directly from the lunarpump.fund platform. So if you want to support the platform, go ahead, pick it up, buy, sell on the platform rather than hopping over to Radium or Jupiter. You can go ahead and take advantage of just being able to stay on the platform. And we're trying to make it as sticky as possible. We're trying to let you do everything from this platform. And we're going to continue to add different features that give you no need to actually leave the platform. You know, you obviously buy it and sell it when you're in the bonding curve. You can watch the videos here. You participate in chat. You tip back and forth. It bonds. You can still live stream. You can still buy. You can still sell. And that's just, again, just the start of it.
And as we said, we are going to be integrating where you don't necessarily have to launch a token to avail of the live stream and the tipping and the highlighting and stuff like that. You can come on over, because obviously it's a big deal. If you're a streamer on like YouTube or somewhere and you got a big following there, you're monetized or something, but you'd like to be able to avail of some of these features, you can come on. And that's the beauty of it too, is you can also, you're just dropping in an embed link on our end, and we tack everything on over the top, where you can still avail of your monetization. If you're on YouTube or some other streaming platform where you are making money, you can actually kill two birds with one stone and get monetized over here too. So that's why we also do encourage people to come over here and use our platform here if you're trading any of the tokens after the fact, because of course, we get those extra transaction fees coming back into the ecosystem here for us, and benefits all the other things that we're building out, and improves the platform over time always. And it helps the mission, helps the cause. And of course, it all works like exactly how we're hoping that this rollout is going to go. So once I feel like once we get this kind of rolling and we have the community here behind us really pushing hard with us as we keep this consistency up, yeah, man, I'm excited for the future here. So please, everybody, share, spread the word. When those clips go out, make sure that you spread them far and wide. We'll be pushing them out obviously on TikTok once I get around to kind of reformatting them for the vertical layout. But everything helps. And get over there, guys. Pick up an old bag of Moon or Dust if you think what you see, if you like what you see, if you like what we're building, if this is the only thing that you're even interested in. The idea is to come over here. Again, like I said, we are using this as a tool to get people on the platform, but also, you're just a guy out there want to get involved in a meme token. This is as good as any. This is something that we're going to be pushing and promoting 3 times a week, bringing people on, building this platform. So yeah, get involved, pick up a small bag, or else just help us promote, whatever the reasons are. But it's a good time right now. It's pretty low, and things are going to be ramping up a lot here in the coming weeks.
Yeah, 40,000 market cap's nothing compared to what something like this can be. Also, guys, we're going to be ending this shortly. I see Tim's asking about the EVM side that is being worked on. I hate saying it, but it's being worked on literally in the background. So as he's doing the repairs or the updates that he needs to do to make sure everything's running right on the Sol side, he is behind that also getting the EVM side prep, because obviously when the EVM side comes back on, it's going to match the Sol side. So it's going to look and feel exactly the same. So wanted to get that question answered. So when that happens, we'll be on Solana, we'll be on ETH, we'll be on BNB, we'll be on Base, and of course, we'll be on Infinion. So yeah, I don't think there's any more questions. Mr. Pixel, if you have any final words before we go out with our 150 viewers watching. So, yep, shout out.
Shout out.
It's always going to drop a little bit. Moon or Dust is probably going to get more viewers than Infinion Friday and Moon Monday. But yeah, let's go ahead and start closing out. Pixel,
I'm fine with that. Infinion Friday is becoming the chill out sesh, which I like.
Let's announce too before you after you say what you gotta say, we can announce who's going to be Wednesday's participant. If you want to announce it, I don't know if you have any. Do we have stuff ready for it? I know I was asking.
Yeah, I have graphics ready. We're just locking in the micro cap project to finalize.
Okay, gotcha.
We have the primetime edition, and obviously, like I stated earlier, go and check out the tweets on the main Moon or Dust, and you will see how you can participate in the audience thing. Just show up, be active, have a profile in there when it starts on the Tuesdays, noon PST. But yeah, I mean, Sean, go ahead and announce, and we can close out after if you want.
So it's a project that everyone I think is familiar with, but it has a very good cult community. But we are having Merc, our guy, most people are familiar with him, come on to represent Captain BNB Wednesday. So you put that out there for anyone familiar with Captain BNB. They have a really solid cult-like community, perfect thing to come on, perfect community that we're looking for. So we'll be inviting them on. We'll actually start promoting that today. Try to enjoy the weekend a little bit, but yeah, of course, we'll be back Monday pushing it as far as possible, because again, we want this to happen as quickly as possible, because last week we didn't start to like Monday midday advertising. So we're starting that Friday. So that gives us an extra like 2.5, 3 days to really push this. And especially with their community, should be a really good thing.
Yeah, totally. They're my Vegas homies.
Yep.
But yeah, shout out to Captain B&B. Thanks, Merc. It's going to be fun to see you on here, sir. Sweating bullets. Nah, he's cool as a cucumber, that guy.
Yeah, he is.
But awesome, dude, and thank you for stepping up to representing the Captain B&B folk over there. Yeah, awesome community, great. And this is why we want to make sure that we have our schedules on every week. So we want to advertise this on the Friday, give it time to cook, push it again on the Monday and the Tuesday for the big primetime edition, and give them plenty time for obviously us to try and take advantage of that community and like utilize them to spread the word of the show and ultimately get people over to the platform and setting up their accounts, getting that viewership up, and adding those numbers. So shout out to you guys. Cannot wait for that episode. That one's going to be Wednesday at noon PST. That's 3 Eastern. So yeah, do not miss that one. We will be announcing the micro cap, which will be on the Thursday at the same time. It hasn't been announced yet, but keep an eye out for that on the Moon or Dust account. And then obviously the audience edition on Tuesday. Just show up, have your profile, show up in chat when it starts, and start talking shit. Be active in the chat. Same, type in Moon or Dust once you get there to be in a chance. And of course, I have noted holding a bag of MOD coin obviously helps your chances if you're in the audience or anyone for that reason. Yep. Go ahead, Sean.
One more thing I wanted to say before we close it out. So with the Moon or Dust token, obviously, lack of a better term, beggars can't be choosers. Right now, we're getting everyone in. Holding a bag of Moon or Dust definitely helps, but we get big enough, and as we grow, that'll probably become a requirement, different things like that. Like we're going to make requirements. We're going to put in, barriers to actually be like real barriers to be on the show. Right now, we're having fun. It's new, it's fresh. We're just kind of handpicking people, doing minimal requirements. But as we grow and as the demand increases for it, we are definitely going to be putting in barriers that are going to go ahead and get people in. But yeah, guys, we're going to go ahead and close out the episode. Of course, we will be back for Moon Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you tell everyone about Infinaeon, about Lunar Pump, about Moon or Dust. But I am DeFi Sean.
Quick word from Tazzy. Yeah. Don't forget to do your tasks and spread the word, everybody. Everybody, it's in the Infinaeon Telegram. This is Infinaeon's the mothership, right? So get out there, spread the word. 100%. Yes, SFC. Let's all do it. And thanks, Sean. Love you guys. We'll see. We'll be back on Moon Monday. Have a great weekend.
All right, guys. And until next time, as usual, you already know, trade safe.
Imagine being able to tip your favorite live streamer with crypto, and every tip went straight into their wallet in real time. Now imagine they could also return the favor. Streamers can now highlight participants, run games and competitions, and reward their audience in real time, live in chat. Tip live, get rewarded instantly. Only on Lunar Pump. Visit lunarpump.fun. Live streaming has truly gone Web3.